What's up, guys? How you all doing? So it is the 12th of Feb. Firefox challenge was supposed to wrap up today. BCA wrapped up about 2 weeks ago. For those of you who follow me on Strava, probably already know that the Firefox challenge didn't really work out for me. I fell off. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a complete lowdown of what happened. Good, bad, everything. I'm going to be as brutally honest as possible about how things went down. But before I do that, I want to punch in a good ride today since it's being the last day. So we're going to be heading to Kalamb and Arnala Beach in Vasai. Once I get there, I'll fill you guys in. But right now we're running late. So let's go. Okay, so I got a puncture and luckily I found a shop on my way there, so I won't have to put effort on my own. Shouldn't take very long and I should be on the road very soon. Okay, so this is a very popular stretch of road in Vasai. And I'm sure you guys can see why. It's incredible. A lot of headwind in this area. The road's pretty brilliant. It's very popular with the cyclists living in Vasai. And in the monsoons especially, this place is beautiful. I'm sure people from Vasai will recognize this place. I think we are about 15 odd kilometers away from the beach, so I think within half an hour we should be there. Let's go. Pretty decent stretch of road. I like it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we had one more puncture. We have one more puncture. Second one in half an hour. I don't know what the hell is going on. I think just pure bad luck. But that's okay. I think good luck goes hand in hand with bad luck. And the moment I realized I had a puncture, there you go. 20 meters down the line, there was another bike shop. A guy sitting right there, ready to help me out. Anyways, it's turning out to be a slow road to Kalamb Beach. But we are going to make it anyhow. Okay, we are back on the road again. So according to this guy, the man who fixed my puncture before didn't do a good job, and that's why it fell apart. Hopefully this gentleman at Bhaijan cycle shop in Vasai did a decent job. Also, I'm not very far from Kalamb Beach. I should be there in the next 10-15 minutes. So let's get there. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, the sand's pretty stiff. Rideable for sure. It's definitely rideable. Let's just quickly take a break so that I can give you guys a lowdown on what's happened in the past couple of weeks. So let's start with the good stuff first. If you guys have been following my channel or follow me on Strava, I've taken part this year in 2 challenges. One was Firefox Firestorm and the other was the BCA 21 challenge. So the BCA 21 challenge was a big success. I won that challenge, did it with a pretty decent margin. I think I was 300-400 kilometers ahead of my closest second competitor, Vinay, who's turning out to be a very big endurance talent in BCA. All those guys, Bhushan, Vinay and Val, incredible riders. So hats off to you guys. Like, you guys really made me push hard for this challenge. So I clocked around 3,500 kilometers in 21 days and I won, which was great. But the icing on the cake was that challenge ended on the 23rd or 22nd, I think 23rd, and on the 24th we had a team time trial as well, which also me and my team won. that was the icing on the cake. It was phenomenal. My team members on that day, the team trial were Tanvi, Rajesh and Babu sir. And all three of them rode the hell out of it. And we came first by a margin of about 15 seconds, which is pretty good. And it was a complete team effort. We stuck together. We were in formation. Unlike many other teams, we held formation. We pushed each other. We made sure nobody was left behind. The team effort is what got us through. So the entire BCA 21 personally for me was a very big success. I was ecstatic on the 24th. It was like a really good day. I had a very good time. Now, before we go to the not so good part of what happened after that, let's head to Arnala beach first. I'll give you the salty bits. I'll give you on that beach. But let's head to Arnala now. ऐसे चला के आगे अरनाला नहीं आएगा ना, ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा ना, सीधा सीधा तो ये जॉइन हो जाएगा। और रेत ऐसा ही है क्या, साइकिल जाएगा? बढ़िया यार, मैं तो ऊपर जैसे जाता था पहले। ठीक है, थैंक यू। That's pretty cool. Beach ride I'm enjoying right now. Just making sure I stick to the dry part because I don't want all that wet sand in my component, clogging my hubs up and brakes and blah blah blah. So that's one advice if you're planning to ride on the beach. Don't go close to the water. Don't go too close to the end of the beach on the other side where it's dry. Stick to the middle part. This is nice. This is very nice. I had no idea you could just ride on the beach from Kalam beach to Arnala. I would always exit Kalam, take the inner roads and then head to Arnala. But apparently, no need. Just ride on the beach and head towards Arnala. One of those rare occasions where you wish you had a fat bike. Nah, never. I think that bike is pretty much pointless. Anyways, we've made it to Arnala. I got off the beach. Oh look, cyclists right there. Pretty neat, man. I think I'm gonna break here. So this is Arnala beach. Yeah, it's freaking dirty, man. I mean, we have such beautiful places in India. Only if we guys didn't dirty the place so much. Why the f do we have to litter all the time, yaar? This pisses me off. We have so many nice places to chill, but we just freaking dirty them. Okay, let's just come to the point. BCA 21 was a success, but what happened after that? What happened to Firefox Firestorm? Well, before I begin my elaborate rant of excuses, I just want to first make it clear it was all on me. Yes, I did face a few hiccups right after the BCA challenge ended, but I faced much bigger hiccups in the beginning when both the challenges started and I overcame them. So just to be clear, it's on me. I didn't push as hard as I could have. I should have. That's the only reason I fell off in that challenge, in the Firefox Firestorm challenge. But anyways, let's get into the details now. BCA 21 ended on 24th and I decided to take a break on the 25th. And also I decided to just let loose. I was on a really strict diet. I was on a really strict regime. On the 25th, which was a Monday, I indulged in a huge quantity of late night electrolytes, which pretty much rendered me useless on the 26th as well. So then I lost out on 2 days right after my challenge. After that, I think there was some family commitment that came up, so I lost 1 more day there. And then I had some work come up. I lost another day. So basically, long story short, before I realized, I had not been on the bike for 5 days. And by that time, all the motivation that I had for the challenge was pretty much gone. And also, not to mention that my bikes again started giving me problem. My plan was that after that BCA 21 challenge ended, I would sit on the trainer more. But just so happened, while getting the cassettes changed on my trainer, I lost one of the nuts, which didn't arrive on time. And when they did, the crank on the bike that was connected, which is this one behind me, the Schnell, so the crank completely failed. I had to get that replaced, and because I didn't have a tool to change the cassette on the trainer, I couldn't even put my road bike on. Also, the chain on my road bike, I had to change that. So I ran into a lot of mechanicals and expenses on those mechanicals as well. And that was pretty much it. I was like, okay, yeah, challenge is pretty much done. And now it was up to me whether should I even do big rides? Can I do big rides? There was a point I reached where I was like, what's the point? Yeah, what's the point? But then it's cycling. I can't stay off the bike for so long. I did put in small rides here and there. So I think around 29th, 30th of Jan, I pretty much knew my Firefox challenge was done. And I had no motivation or drive left to even complete it. So yeah, that's the salty bit. Anyways, today being the 12th, it was supposed to be the last day of the challenge. I still landed up being second in Bombay. I'm higher on mileage also than the guy who's first. Bhushan is first, but I didn't complete the challenges. They had these minimum kilometer requirements. The last couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, I didn't even bother to do those. 43 days, I think I'm going to average around a little over 100 kilometers a day still. That's how hard I went for BCA 21. That even after completely going off the bike for about the last 20 days, I still managed to get a mileage average of 100 kilometers a day for the 43-day challenge. I mean, not something great, but it definitely doesn't suck. So yeah, that's the lowdown. I'm sorry if I let any of you guys down. I know you guys are very excited. I used to get a lot of messages from everybody, you know, and a lot of praise and a lot of support. I wasn't planned. I've raced a lot, and that is also something I'm still learning on. But mileage challenges are something that I have done one before, but it's not something that I took up so seriously. And this time, I think I learned a lot in terms of how to keep the bikes ready, what type of bikes to use, how to manage time. That's the biggest thing actually. So yeah, anyways, done with the salty bits, done with the negative bits. Okay, I won't call them negative, but at least the not so happy bits. Okay, so we are ready to bounce. I'm not going to ride back on the beach because that is your bike's worst enemy. You definitely want to keep sand away from all the sensitive points in your bike. Don't ride your bike in the sand on the regular. It will mess up your bike. Oh yeah, also the touring build of the bike is almost complete. I got a pannier rack recently. The fork has been replaced. I've got a new fork. That's a fork you usually find on a Fit Trip 29er. The build is almost done. I'm going to do a separate video on the bike. This was a very basic box bike that I bought, the first cycle that I bought and I started cycling, and I will detail in a video of what sort of a rebuild I did on this and what are my plans for this bike. So watch out for that one. Anyways, now let's head. Okay, so this is that place in Iran I was talking about, where there are a lot of like water parks and a lot of resorts over here. But more than that, you have these interior roads that are just spectacular to ride on. Small inner roads going through villages. God damn it, I get such a big nostalgic throwback to Goa whenever I'm here. It's incredible. Okay, so before we end the video, I quickly want to talk to you about a few do's and don'ts when it comes to taking part in mileage challenges. So the first thing I want to talk to you about, the first most important thing that you need to do is take care of the time. Make sure you put aside enough time for the challenge, because if your time is not accounted for and if you guys don't segregate the time properly for riding, for work and for all the other things that take time in our lives, then I think that will be the biggest undoing for your mileage challenge, because time is something that needs to be on your side when you're doing a mileage challenge. Second biggest thing that can ruin your mileage challenge will be your choice of equipment. I would definitely not suggest you to do a mileage challenge on an expensive bike, because when things go wrong in an expensive bike, the parts are tougher to find. And especially now, considering what happened in the last 1 year with the whole pandemic and everything, it's very difficult to source parts for expensive bikes, and that's the problem I had with my Convolution and my Cannondale. I knew about this in advance and I tried my best to ready my Snell as much as I could, but didn't work. And also because I started preparing for the challenge not so much in advance. In fact, it was just 4-5 days before both the challenges began where I decided to even take part in them. So that's a big no-no. Make sure you're well prepared. Yeah, so that's coming to the third point. Make sure you're well prepared and you know what dates you're looking at and time and everything way in advance. I think at least a month and a half in advance. And start putting in big rides like every alternate weekend or maybe 2 or 3 in a week, 1 month prior to the start of the challenge, so that you know how your bike feel like, if they need any work to be done on them. Or be well prepared when you go in for a mileage challenge. I think the more prepared you are, the better you will perform in the challenge. Last thing will be, mileage challenges at the end of the day are a mind game. They're not one with physical grit or brute strength. If mental toughness is something you struggle at, make sure you work on that first before you start these challenges, because if you're not tough here, it'll be pretty much impossible to perform well in a mileage challenge, because it's literally slow and steady wins the race, and mental toughness is what will get you across the line. So yeah, those were a basic do's and don'ts. Made a really quick stop again. Yeah, this really nice, beautiful canal. Ah, I see some activity there. I see some fish jumping around. Pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog series coming through the channel. Vlogging was something that I wasn't really comfortable with and wasn't something that I used to do quite often, but I really enjoyed this experience, and you guys are definitely in for some more vlogs coming your way. It is quite a fulfilling experience. I realized that making bike spec videos and making videos which are of general use to public are well and good. They are very necessary on my channel. But more than that, with the vlogs, I realized I got to interact with a lot of people. I spoke to a lot of people in comments. A lot of people reached out to me over mail, over WhatsApp. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. And that's the reason I think I'm going to continue vlogging. And every now and then I'm going to vlog a big ride for you guys, so that you guys can watch it and probably go out and do the same route or just enjoy some content. So anyways, every time I don't point the camera, there's like 4 or 5 fish jumped out together right there. Yeah, did you see that? I'm not sure if you saw that. Anyways, this is Bombay Boy who pedals. Until next time, bye bye.